Hey guys, Bob Canada, how are you? This page for Marketplace Global MPG was set up to give you not crazy information, but a good overview of what this play and this company and how we can benefit from it's all about. The first video above this, that was one of I think he's one of the top leaders in the company, if not the top leader. And he was talking about basically the products. He did cover the comp plan in a nutshell. I'm going to go over it a little more detail right now. But he did really focus. What attracted me to this business primarily is the Vericel. Okay, yeah, the weight loss is great. Fix. I think we got two. Basically, what he said, we got two home runs. We've got Fix, which is amazing weight loss, and that's a huge market, as you know. And the other one, Vericel, for your gut, your immune system. But again, if you listen closely to what he said, and again, we got to be careful how we talk. But really, really, some amazing things have taken place with the C word. Okay, let's just call it that. So I got a lot of people, myself included, that have been affected by the C. Okay, and we want to be able to have something that just might be able to help with that. Okay, so that's what attracted me to this. All right, so let me go through the compensation. So I hope you watch this video, really got tied in to those two breakthrough products that we're leading with. There are other products on the website. If you go to marketplaceglobal.com or whoever's website you're going to that sent you to this, potentially get you started with the business. But those are the two really breakthrough products. They got some great greens products and this and that, thing. But we could build a whole company with Fix and Vericel. Okay. Now, let me go through the money because, as you know, made over $4 million in the industry. I love compensation plans, and this is a good one. This is a great one, matter of fact. So I'm going to go through. You might have to watch this a few times so you don't get confused. But basically, when you get started as a rep, your customer, you can buy what you want, the whole bit, pay retail pricing. But as a rep, associate, distributor, however we call it in this independent, in this case, I guess we're calling them ISRs, which is independent sales rep. Okay, so we'll try to use that consistency. You get enrolled with an enrollment kit for the year, which is $29, but you also, in this business, which is fine, you got to come in with at least 100 points of product. From what I saw, the Vericel one bag with the enrollment kit they don't have it here because it's different products, is $169 to get started. 169. Remember that. That gives you 100 points, and now you're ready to earn in the comp plan. Okay. Then in all networking businesses, what makes this thing work? We get paid a lot of people doing a little bit. A lot of people buy 5, 6, 7, 8 different products a month, which all feeds up to your commissions. But the minimum to earn commissions and what we say stay active is 50 qualifying volume a month. What does that mean? That's probably about $80 a month. Okay. I think Vericel might be a little bit more than that, give you a little more volume, which is great to get commissions on from your whole team. But if you bought even something cheaper, the bottom line is 50 CV, which is about $80 a month, will get you and keep you qualified to earn commissions. That's as high as it goes. Imagine a business you can make 6 figures a year, and your quota, for lack of a better word, is 50 CV, about $80 a month. And by the way, that can even come, which I don't know why you wouldn't be a product of the product, but just so you know, that can even come from customers that you send to your website that are buying products. Okay, guys? Now, you want to sponsor other, then what do you do after you're qualified? And then you're on auto ship, as we call it, description for that monthly product order. Then you got to start building your 2 teams. Okay, so you want to bring in other sales reps or customers to earn retail commissions and regular commissions. The first thing we're going to talk about is being bronze, and that allows you to start earning commissions. Why? Because you have to personally enroll. Now that we have spillover means there are people above you that might be putting people down, at least in one of your organizations. They count for all your sales, but to get to the point where you earn commissions on that volume, you have to personally enroll 2 people. Now, obviously, we just talked about it. They have to come in with 100 CV and they have to stay active at least at 50 CV a month. 2 people. They don't have to be your first two. And by the way, the gentleman in the first video did talk about a lot of this. I'm just going through it in a little more detail. Okay, one on your left side. Binary means, and I'm going to show you a grid in a second, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, 2-team structure. Okay, and that makes you a bronze. How simple is that? You bring in 2 people. All right, now there's 5 ways to earn retail. We're going to talk about fast start. We're going to focus on 3 and 4. That to me is where we can make 6 figures a year and beyond. Okay, so let's just skim through 1 and 2. Retail customers are simply this: you're a rep. If people don't want to join for the 169 and become a distributor and that whole, again, independent sales rep, they could just come on as a customer. They register, they buy a product whenever they want, and they're going to pay a little higher. That's retail. So I'm just giving a broad example. I don't even know if this is the right pricing. They buy a product for $70 a month. Your wholesale cost is $50 a month. That's a difference of $20. That gets put into your bank account. That's called retail profit. Okay, you with me? Fast start bonuses. You know how you bought that kit, minimum of 169? You can buy packages. I don't know how high they go, but the point is when you go online, you'll see you can buy a fix and a Vericel, or 3 fixins. You go up to maybe 500, 600. I don't even know. But based on the kit size someone buys that you enroll, these are your personally enrolled, you can make anywhere from $20 to $80 on that initial kit. Why don't I get excited? Too excited about all this, because this is only on your customers, and this is one time off the people you enroll. Nice extra money, but nothing we get crazy about. 3 and 4 are what we're going to focus on. This is how I made my $4 million. We didn't even have check match in my other company. It was just binary, two systems. So let's focus on this. I'll go over this in a second. Here's you. Just like these people are part of your team, and these blue people are part of this guy's team, you're part of someone else's team and someone else's team. So when we talk about spillover, the whole company didn't start with you. You're in the mix somewhere, but for your intentional purposes of figuring out how this pays you, we start with you, of course. Okay? Here's your 2 people. Now, again, someone might have spillover means if just take your spillover. If you bring in 2 people, you bring in a third, a fourth, a fifth. Where are they going to go? You don't go wide. They go underneath your existing group. So you have people above you doing the same thing. In a lot of cases, you'll get one leg that you're going to get what we say help. As you heard Terry talk about in the first video, don't count on it. But if people are sponsoring more than 2 people, they're going to be going under one of your legs. And we usually build straight down left, straight down right. When people start bringing in their what we call inside leg, their second person, their 2 people, that starts building out this grid. So everyone starts just filling out crazy. I had thousands of people in my business. So this illustration is just showing that everyone has legs. This guy has an inside leg, and inside those people have. So this just starts to fill out. The biggest thing to know is look at this line down the middle. Everybody from this first person to infinity make up your left team. Everybody from this person all over the world, no matter where they bring people in, make up your right team. 2 teams. Left team. It's hard to do it. Left team, Right, team. Okay, guys. Now, everything they purchase from their enrollment kit has BV attached with 100 or more. The monthly auto ship, a minimum of 50. Some people might be ordering 5, 6 products. They have their own customer base ordering. That all adds up to volume being created by all these little bubbles, which are people. Okay. And here's the thing, you don't know, I didn't know 98% of my group. I knew these two, but then they lead to a person who leads to someone in Michigan, someone in Florida, someone in Montana, someone in South America, all part of your sales. Whenever a product is purchased, you're getting paid off it. Ain't that crazy? When people say, I don't like that network marketing, that pyramid stuff, to me, they're idiots. You know why? Because they don't understand residual income. They don't understand leverage. Why on earth, what is wrong with you starting a business where people lead to people, lead to people, and you're getting, and everyone earns the same way? You're not sitting above them all. This guy way down here is starting his team with a left and right and gets paid the exact same way. I call that fair. Okay. In my last business, I had a woman under my group who made $1 million a year. My highest a year was $300,000. So that's fair. She produced more than me. Okay. But I got a piece of all her stuff to a degree. I had to build my other side to offset it. And we're going to talk about that right now. So just know this is a brilliant marketing system. Everybody who leads to everyone who leads to everyone is part of your sales team. Okay. In this illustration, assuming let's read this. Okay. You get paid a cycle commission when you get 100 points on the left and 100 points on the right. Obviously, when it goes by the week, you could have multiple hundreds. In this case, when the week ended, you had 900 on one side and 500 on the other. Now, we're going to get right back to that in a second, but let me show you this. You get $10 off of your weak side, which I'll explain in a second. Your bronze means that when you bring in two. Silver, which you're going to see in a minute when I go down to the qualifications, means you simply brought in 4 personal sponsored. As long as one is on one side, the other 3 can go down the other side. 4 personals, and your silver. There you're getting $15 cycle on 100. And the max is what? Which we're going to show you in the illustration, is at least gold. Gold is 8 personals total. Am I doing that right? 8 personals. All right. That's all. Here's my little fingers. 8 personals. I don't care if it takes you a month, a year. So you're going to earn minimum of 10% on your weak side, 15%, which is 50. We're doing $100, so it's $10, $15, or the gold for $20. But that's when you get to 8 personal sponsors. That's it. 2 people, 4 people, 8 people. That's all you got to know. Now, we're going to base this illustration on a $20 cycle, being a gold member above. Okay, gold simply. So let's look at this. When you have 900 on one side, 500 on the other, how many $100 CV cycles did you hit? 5 of them. So 5 times $20, you'd make $100. Now, what about? So now you start the next week at 0. You get paid on all that, but you don't lose this 900. You get a carryover of what? 400. Now, normally you're going to have a strong side that's got to keep accumulating, but sometimes it can go back and forth depending on if you get a leader or a couple leaders pop here, and then this becomes your stronger side. Okay, no flushing. The volume just keeps accruing on each side, and the only time you lose your volume is if you don't get your 50 points a month. So that's why you get an auto ship, buy 1 or 2 products, whatever it is, and you forget about it. Okay? Now, you understand that? This is unlimited money. This could go down. I had sales volume of over $1 million on one leg. Now, my other leg didn't get that high. Maybe I made 300,000, but it was pretty damn good, right? To make 300,000 a year. So the point is, it's all you got to build. two teams. And once you get one team going, you can start plowing people. All your people can go on this leg and help those people and these people, help both teams. But you get a runaway leg, that's perfect. Now you got to build one leg to make incredible money. So just do the math. You want to make 100,000 a year? How many cycles do you need? Okay, right? You got to make about 1,000 a month. Do the math. Okay, so that's binary. Six figures, 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 500 a month, 200,000 a year. Depends how big your teams get. Now, this is something we didn't have in my last company, and then I'll simply close with the ranks. It won't be long. Check match. Check match simply says all the people you bring in. They wanted you not. Sometimes you bring people in on your. Oops, let me move this down. Sometimes you might bring people in on your, or a leader comes in, which happened to me and became my strong leg. Well, I had to match that volume here, but other thing, let's say that leader, even if it's your big side, in my other business, made $1 million a year. In this business of MPG, I would make, let's say, I get to 20%. I would have made $200,000 a year just on her check match, one person. Okay. So what this means, based on your rank, and we'll show it, okay, it starts at silver rank. You get at least 10% on levels. It can go all the way down 7 levels. This means all the people you bring in start like a new organization or a new leg. Don't get confused. Those people are still flopping into your two sides of your binary. It's also, they're also, when you bring them in, it starts what we call an enrollment tree, which is tracking them, everyone they bring in. So if this guy brings in 10 people, that's all your second level check match. If that person brings in 5 people, that's your third level. So they just show it in one line, but it could be multiple people. It could be crazy. So you're going to earn a percentage of whatever they make in what? Their binary compensation, right? That's how crazy that is. So whatever people are getting paid, that starts with you and the people you bring in, you're getting a percentage of their check. It doesn't come off their check. The company just pays you that up 10 to 20%. So I'm going to close with this. There are some, you know, executive pools and stuff. We won't even worry about that. Let me just show you check match. It starts with what? Silver. Okay. One level. So basically, oh, by the way, in that binary earnings, until you climb the ranks, you are limited to what you can make. So remember, bronze, you can only make up to 400 a week. Who cares? That's 1,600 a month. Okay. Silver, which means just 4 people, you hit that rank when you get 4 total personals, you can make up 600 a week in that binary structure. Okay. Now, team commissions, that's what, if you get some check match, that's on top of it. But in the binary structure, you can make up 600 a week. That's 2,400, 4.3 weeks. That's over 2,500 a month. Gold is 800 a week. Okay, we're going through the ranks. That's where you're going to bring in 8 people, and you get up to 800 a week, 3,200 a month. Platinum, okay, 12 personals, and you get up to 1,000 a week, 4,000 a month. They got Sapphire. Okay, Sapphire is up to 1,250 a month. This is where your team, okay, on each leg, you've got to also have certain amounts of volume. Okay, don't worry about it. You build a team, and you're going to hit all these ranks. Right here, just with eight people on your team, you'd be making what? 12 personals, you'd be making 4,000 plus a month. Okay, crazy money. Now, also, this what I want to mention is the check match. Check match, 10% on level 1. Now, when you bring in, you hit gold. Now you're at what? 20% on level one. Remember, everyone you bring in, you get 20% of their check. Everybody that those people bring in, you get 10% of their check. Same thing, it goes up a little on the second level when you hit platinum. Sapphire, you dig into another level. I'll just show you these. We're not going to get into how you achieve each rank, but you can see the check match keeps going up based on the rank. When you get into the diamond rank, okay, you get into the bonus pool, and you also start to chunk into down more than 3 levels of check match, all the way down to presidential diamond, 7 levels. You could be making 6 figures beyond just on check match, let alone what we talked about. So you do have a diamond bonus. You get 1% when you hit certain ranks. I'm not going to muddy the waters with that. I want you to understand check match is huge, and you start getting it right at the, oops, right at the silver rank, 10% on all your personals. Just what does that mean? If you have one of your sponsored people who in the team commissions is making 1,000 a month, you get 10%, you get an extra $100 a month just off of that person. When you get to 20%, it'd be 200, then you start getting to all the people they bring in. That's where leverage comes in. You bring in 10 people who bring in 10 people, now you're earning check match on 100 people just on your second level. You get it, guys? So I'm done. I want you to understand that all this is looking for like-minded people who want to join the business, love the product, but also do what? Want to duplicate by making money, by finding other people who also have a mindset of let's make some money here, okay? And let's rock and roll. Team commissions, check match can take you to 6 figures and beyond a yearly income, okay? Hope you get gist of the comp plan. Let's rock and roll.